The number one mistake you can make as a finance manager, and you may find this incredibly hard to believe, but it's a fact, is you don't get the customer's paperwork right. How many times have you had a customer come into your office and the first document that you go over, they say, my name's spelled wrong. My address is wrong. That's our old address. Now, it's frustrating to you as a finance manager because now you got to reprint all your paperwork. But it's also frustrating to the customer because then it kind of puts in question, is this guy professional? Is this gal doing this right? I mean, we gave them a lot of our personal information and they didn't get it right. Guess what? These things happen. And when they do, they're hard to come back from. Imagine yourself, if you're purchasing a vehicle on your own and you go into the finance office to do the paperwork, everything's wrong. Do you feel the same level of comfortable that you felt before you went into that business office? Knowing now that you're in there, all the paperwork has to be recreated? It's frustrating. It's frustrating and it shows on your face and it shows in your attitude. Not because you want it to, but because you're human. It's just how it works. So you have to verify the customer's information before they come into the office. This is why the turnover process is so important. And listen, if you get a deal from your sales staff and you're too busy to take a turnover, and you see an address on a driver's license that's one way and an address on an application that's another way, and you're confused, don't call your salesperson in there. Take 2 seconds, stand up out of your chair, walk out into the showroom. Mr. and Mrs. Customer, hi, I'm Corey Collins. I'm gonna be taking care of all your state and local paperwork today. Hey, listen, I just had a real quick question about the address. I noticed that your address on one document was this way, on your driver's license it's another way. This kind of thing happens, unfortunately, so we'd much rather tackle it before it becomes a problem than after it becomes a problem and have you come back to the dealership. It takes 20 seconds to have this conversation. Now let me tell you the difference. The difference is when they come back to your office to do their paperwork, you're that guy that came out to take care of them and make sure that everything was correct and everything was the way that it was supposed to be. Don't fall trap to the number one biggest mistake that they make in the finance department. And I know what you're thinking, maybe this isn't the biggest mistake to you, but I promise you that it's costing you dollars per car. It's costing you your credibility. It's costing you the ability to roll through your deal comfortable just because of a simple mistake that really could have been avoided if you just took the time to go out onto the showroom floor and do a quick turnover. So remember, the next time you get a deal and you have a question in regards to the address or spelling and you're just not 100% sure and you just want to clarify, don't pick up that phone and page that salesperson back to your office. Take 20 seconds to walk out there and introduce yourself. I promise your customers will thank you for it, your salesperson will thank you for it, and ultimately you're going to create an entirely different delivery process just by taking the time to verify the information is correct in the very beginning so you can avoid reprinting an entire contract package.